Let me explain this in a different way. The MAM, the mainstream alternative media, the alternative media, and the normal media. The normal media is television. That's what our fathers and grandfathers looked at. They do not know how to use technology. Technology came along and the young people knew how to use it. The TikToks, the YouTubers, the bit shooters, all of those, Twitterers, X's, all of those people. When you start to give data or news on a different platform, it's going to take on a different form. That new form was sort of allocated for the younger generation. It was picked up more by them. There was a huge exodus, if you like, by young people from the televisions, dinosaur technology, onto the new technology. And that new technology started to express ideas in a different way. It was also the birthplace of the real alternative media. The real alternative media set up the space using the platform. They then generated a lot of traction. That traction started to generate money. The celebrities realized that they didn't need to work for an organization. They could actually work for themselves because they get paid directly by social media. So they started to go from the television over to mainstream alternative media, but they would bring their mainstream ideas. And they sort of jazzed it up and played along with it. So for instance, Tucker Carlson, Russell Brand, and all those people, they sort of changed, well, they were sort of already a little bit different anyway, and they were being pushed out of the mainstream space, but they were still mainstream. And so when they went into the alternative media, they were going into the alternative media with the mainstream ideologies, which was repackaged in a different way. The people that were looking at the alternative media, when they started to look at the mainstream alternative media, the people from the mainstream, which are now coming across into the alternative media, it was being packaged in very much the same way that the alternative media was packaged. You had to have catchy tunes, you had to have your GIFs, you had to have your lighting and your filters and everything like that. So the old media took on the facade and the face and the personality of the alternative media, because the alternative media got its act together. And people that were looking at the alternative media then came to take the mainstream alternative media as the alternative media. And